So the Kindness Rocks Project is a grassroots kindness movement that I started as a hobby, and it's now turned into this amazing kindness international project in 7 countries and all across the United States.
Including here at Nobscalite Woods Hole. Megan started the project about a year and a half ago, shortly after she returned home from a service trip to India.
I was walking on the beach, and I used to look for messages and signs like many people do as they're walking the beach, where inspiration finds people. And so I personally would look for heart-shaped rocks or pieces of sea glass. And so when I returned from that trip, where the kids found inspiration in little things, I thought, I put those 2 ideas together, and I grabbed a Sharpie and walked the next morning and started leaving just kind words on stones for other people to find, to provide them with inspiration.
The project has impacted hundreds, if not thousands of people, including a cancer patient who found one rock outside of Whole Foods.
She talked about how finding that rock was like, it was her message to be brave for this next chapter of her life. So to move on from, her treatments and the cancer to then, start her life over. She was brave, she made it through, and now, all that she could accomplish after that. So that was like amazing to me. If I didn't know about the project and I was walking and I came across a rock randomly, at first it would be like, oh, what's this? And then I'd read the message on the rock, and then I'd start to think about what that message meant for me, and I'd relate it to my life. But then I would get really curious, and I'd be like, I wonder who dropped this rock. Then the magic happens from that. That's where, at that point, that's where the kindness part kind of jumps in, and then someone feels cared about. Someone is like the recipient of an act of kindness, and that's the power in the project. It has now spread because it started here in Cape Cod, and people come from around the world to vacation here because it's so beautiful, and why not? They then took pictures of these rocks that they found, or they take a rock and they bring it back to their country or their state, and they would then create either a similar project, an extension of this project, or they would just, as a hobby, drop a few rocks. One of the rocks that is my favorite message is, your legacy is every life that you touch. And that was like, that message like just hit me, and I'm like, that's it. That's what it's all about, right? It's like, at the end of my life, what do I want people to, think of me? Did I make a difference? Was I kind? Was I caring? Touching another human, because that's what it's all about.